Good afternoon. My name is Tony Watson, and this is my self reflection for the economics chapter. First of all, what did you believe about economics teaching and the use of technology before class? To be honest, I had never done economics and never looked it up. Because, I've always been fairly thrifty, and it's like, okay, do I have the money for it? No? Okay, don't get it. And usually I never had a job, so I never got stuff I wanted. If I wanted something, usually I asked my parents. So that pretty much technology. I never looked it up because I didn't really think there was that much stuff on it. So definitely never used it before. How did today's learning and teaching activity engage your by the end of class? Well, definitely now I definitely use technology, the internet, to find more about economics and how it's relatable. Because like one of the teaks was between wants and needs, and like why do people go into debt to get more stuff? Well, there's lots of stuff on the internet. Just credit cards. Credit cards are available everywhere. They're willing to give them out like candy. And what people don't tell us, at least in high school and middle school, or at least in high school, was that, hey, if you got a credit card, you're paying so much more money just for that credit card to get something extra. You're paying a lot of money. So, between a car, there's people trying to get cars. We'll give you a great deal. All you have to pay is like $200 a month. And thing is, they don't tell them like, okay, it's going to be 6 years, 7 years, and you're paying the extra money, and that's included if your car breaks down. So it's important to use the internet to teach them what they need to know, the students, and make it fun. Because, most of what economics is, most teachers think it's this overwhelming thing, and it just overloads them. And we've already got enough to think about. But it doesn't have to be difficult. What did you learn? What did you learn that you think will make you a better social studies teacher? Just making it personable to the students. I talked about in last week's about how they went and just learning how to keep a basic, just doing groceries. Because like, okay, you have this much money, this is how much you will use. What are some doubts you still harbor and why? Well, for me, it's finding stuff for elementary students to teach economics. How to make it interesting to them and to where they'll learn about economics, wants and needs, why people go into debt to get more stuff. How can I relate it to the students? That I'll still need to work on, and how to catch their interest at the very beginning. Let's see, what aspects of the article, which would be the case for economics in the elementary classroom. What were some would you embrace? Well, I definitely embrace that we need to start teaching economics a little bit in elementary and definitely middle school and definitely high school. Because if we start telling them how this is how you get how you keep your money, and you need to be thinking about that later on, then it makes it a little bit easier for them to keep it in their head. And as long as they're gradually going up, then it's really important to have. Plus, in high school, I would love to know, like, okay, this is a credit card. You have a $2,000 limit. They tell them, okay, if you have credit, that's a good thing, but you need good credit. So make sure if you use your credit card, pay it off within a month. Like, okay, $50 here. Okay, next month I'm going to pay it off in 1 or 2 months. That way you're only doing $25.50. It's when the major problems like, okay, 500, 1,000, 2,000, and they don't realize you get that much into debt, you're going to be in trouble long term. Because a $2,000 credit card could take 5 years or more to pay off. And it's important to use it, but get good credit. And it's going to stay with you the rest of your life. Something that I challenge or reject, the fact that it said that most teachers should have to take an economics class in college. I disagree with that, because I know, like especially at universities and colleges, usually economics, they don't go into the basics, which is all we need to know. They go into the higher level stuff and all the business and all the everything, and that's stuff we don't need to know. Plus, I'm sorry, I mean, usually even a beginner's course goes way overboard, and that's stuff we don't need to know. I mean, I'm sorry, we're not going to become whatchamacallit. So that's the part I rejected. So thank you very much, and interesting chapter.